Welcome to the Geek Easy. Sit back, grab a libation of your choice, and relax, 'cause it's time to do some geek stuff in the Geek Easy. Welcome, fellow geeks, to another episode of the Geek Easy, another bright edition of the Geek Easy, where today we will pop a beverage of your choice and talk about Tales from the Crypt EC Archives #1. This covers, let's see, what does it say? Tales of Terror, volumes 17 through 19, and then Tales from the Crypt 20 through 22. So basically these 6 issues of the magazines. And one of the cool things in here is that it's not a facsimile in the purest sense, because they're bigger, but they have, like all the stuff that was in the magazines. They have the, let's see if I can get this. They have little stories that go along with it, with like a little 1-page thing, and they have the little advertisements that go with it. And then a break for each cover in each story. These are obviously all pre-code, and it is just incredible stuff. I mean, obviously, in the 50s, you have they can't do some of the stuff they do now. I mean, there's obviously no swearing, no nudity, stuff like that. But these things are pretty gruesome for the time, and these were actually led to Frederick Wertham. One of the things that Frederick Wertham cited in his report, on juvenile delinquency and the seduction of innocence. But each one of them are like 5-page stories introduced by one of these characters, which would be the Keeper of the Crypt of Terror. Which would be the Crypt Keeper. This is what the Crypt Keeper looks like in the comic. And then we have these other two, the Old Witch and the Keeper of the Vault of Horror. And so they just do, little 4 or 5 pages where there's the setup, the execution, and then the ending, and they all have little twists, and it's usually the bad guy gets it, and there's always kind of this weird twist at the end. The comeuppance. And every once in a while you can see the ending coming, but that's not the point. It is, and it's nice to see some of the twists on them, but it's so fun to read some of these things, just the way they worked back in the days. And the art is so good. Hell, some of this stuff is even better than the things they put out. The art is better than what they do on some of today's comics. And it's just... And... Wow. I've been getting as many of these things as I can lately. Because the stories are so fun, the art is good. And it's just kind of awesome to see. Take a look at here, like that picture you can walk in and see, you can just see the legs. So it gives you more, it allows you to use your imagination a little bit more instead of just showing it, which in some cases works a whole lot better. Because, you know, if you show it, it's like, okay, there's that. But if you show part of it and then you let your mind goes there, it's a lot more, can be a lot more scary, a lot more interesting. And that is something that I enjoy. So this is an incredible book, as all of them are. But it's $20. It's got a foreword by John Carpenter, and I highly recommend it. So 5 out of 5. And let me know what you think if you've read this stuff. And like, subscribe, most of all. Enjoy your horror comics.